we have to talk about OpenAI's operator. This is only in a research preview. I've seen a few YouTubers talking about this. We have to talk about this. It feels big. Like it feels really big. And I've always at like different spot with AI and whatever. But Operator is a general agent. It's a general agent. It has its own browser and it goes on the internet like a human and completes tasks for you in the background. The preview that they showed was ordering groceries from Instacart. And that's what I'd been pressing myself to try to just stay up to date on like the developments. And one of the things that I wanted was like ChatGPT is super helpful, but I still have a static notepad that I'm having to manually copy paste into Instacart to bring me the groceries. Like let me just have that chat do all of it. Like everything's connected by APIs and everything. But then what you realize is when you go, so programmers forever have been able to like automate things, but you have to go through this manual process of like going to Instacart and applying for a production API key in order to build your app that allows you to like automate ordering the groceries. What OpenAI and Operator have just like routed entirely around is like just having the browser, being able to interact with the browser the same way a human would. So then I can give the Instacart credentials that already have the credit card, already have the address, already have all that. And we're simply automating the pointing and clicking based on information we're feeding into the chat. And that's amazing. And so I'm gonna hop to a demo of exactly something that I was trying to solve in ChatGPT that you know like just edge cases that like if you've been keeping up on ChatGPT, it's helpful, but then you kind of hit the ceiling of you want it to do more. I'm going to show you an example of Operator pushing past that, and I'm trying to find this like hook into Bitcoin, right? Because that's the majority of what this audience like comes to this channel for so far right now. And here's the hook, like, and I don't think this is too much of a stretch. It's that like productivity, you people that are productive are finding ways to be more and more and more productive. Like the gap between like mega ultra productivity and like middle of the road productivity is like increasing and increasing and increasing. And like a world like that like where productive people are able to be 10x, 100x, 1000x more productive than the median needs a baseline currency that works in an inflationary and a deflationary scenario. Now it's really, really deep. Like that's really, really deep, but it's coming from this place of like Bitcoin at any amount helps you protect any amount of your labor, of your stored labor to not get sucked away from inflation. Again, I feel like a general AI agent allows you to scale your productivity in the same way. Like you're now the only constraint is the tasks that you can come up with. So for a fixed cost per month, it's on research preview, but on a fixed cost per month, you could get access to an AI agent. And the only thing now blocking you from scaling to be more productive is your own thoughts, your own ability to direct with prompts things that should be happening. The connection to Bitcoin on that is when you take all of your productivity, all of your ability to impact the world, and you choose to opt into a money that can't be inflated away by the inefficiencies of like central monetary like planning, you're aligning to all of society getting more efficient, all of society getting more efficient. And now you're only blocked by like your own brain and your own ability to like think about like what can be happening and what should be happening. So yeah, let me show you this. Let me show you this preview of Operator that I just did right now. Okay, so here's a perfect example of something I was trying to do in ChatGPT, but you know how it doesn't quite like fine tune it. So we're gonna try Operator right now and see what it does. So I fed basically the same exact thing to ChatGPT and do it over here. Um, Resize this image to be the size of a YouTube thumbnail and also put the word operator in big, bold, black font in the center of the image. Make sure the font size is pretty big compared to the image. I want people scrolling by on YouTube to be able to read it. And here you'll see the difference between the way that operator thinks and the way that ChatGPT thinks. So ChatGPT relies on the LLM, whereas operator just goes and tries to do things on the internet just like a human would. And so you'll see, yeah, so far in my like messing around, yeah, they end up on like weird random websites. And so as it gets more dialed in, I think I could like give it my Canva login. Like, I could give it my Canva login and could give it more specifics on telling it where to go. But you'll see that like I'm like it's working on the problem. Like let's see, what did it just ask? Oh, okay. Should I proceed with the upload? Yes. And then it asks to proceed a lot. Um, like there's other the primary example that like got me onto this was I've wanted to hook ChatGPT up to Instacart because currently we make a list of all of our groceries and we manually move them over to Instacart and then they get delivered to the house. But they already have this in research preview to where you log into your Instacart account inside the operator browser and it's moving around, adding everything to the cart. So from a chat-based interface, you can say, like this was the demo in their research in OpenAI's research launch was, hey, give me a recipe for X and add everything to the cart. So right now I want to try this to just see, like I was truly so yes, and don't ask me to proceed, just keep going. I was struggling to do this inside ChatGPT, so I wanted to see if Operator could do it. And like this is a general agent. Like I'd been trying to because ChatGPT is super helpful, but it can't do anything. It can't interact with the apps that you use, and so it would like help your thinking over here, but then you're still like copy pasting manually into getting stuff done. And so I really want to see what this is going to do, how big it's going to make the font size, because what I just did in ChatGPT, it was just like very, very little, and I couldn't figure out how to prompt it into making it bigger. Let's hop back in here. It did change the font size. So it threw up a little safety thing that was just it was reading the word operator right here on the screen, and that was confusing its thoughts. But look, now you can see it's working again right here. And it did use the size, bumped it up to 60, and let's see where it puts it on the image now. Adjusting text position on image. It's going to drag and drop it over there. Let's see. And look, it talks like a human, scrolling down for better visibility, repositioning text for better visibility. Okay, continuing on here. It got hung up on that other random website. So yeah, don't know why it chooses to use that. Like it's just Googling, finds a free online photo editor, just starts doing it. But I said, wait, hold on a minute, just use Canva. I took over the browser, logged into my Canva account, and it immediately restarted up its task. It remembered where it was, restarted up its task. So now it's bringing in the image that I gave it, and it's resizing it into a YouTube thumbnail. It went on Canva, found the YouTube one. Now it's expanding this right now to be the size. And again, we'll see how well it does at the image, at the font size part. And I couldn't start recording fast enough, but you could see on the Canva home screen that like I literally had to do this for a different thumbnail like earlier this year. Just like laying the text onto it, and it's awesome to be able to like watch this just work in the background.